Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. We have a magnificent show coming up for you today. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host of this hour. Lovely Lisa is producing today. Hello, Lisa.
Good morning.
Just had a little bit of a scramble to get all the cameras ready for you, because we have some beautiful things on our way to indulge your eyes on. Becca is over in the demonstration this morning. Good morning, Becca.
Hi.
It's going to be a very fun show.
Yes, it certainly is. We love these, don't we?
I already have in my head ideas of what your first demo is going to be, so I'm hoping that I am correct.
Okay.
But we will see.
We will see.
Prepare to be enchanted, because our new decoupage toppers are going to add a little bit of magic to your Monday morning. They are absolutely beautiful. But before we get started, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. I was just saying how blooming awesome this is.
Oh yeah.
A fussy cutting pad bundle. Not only are you going to get the whole fussy cutting pad, which is a whopping pad, by the way, you have the ability to cut out, oh my God, 90 different fussy cutting pages in that pad. Then you're going to get the super cute 8x8 little cutting mat, which is the perfect size for your fussy cutting pads. And you're going to get a craft knife and the craft blades.
Nice.
How awesome is that? 5 lucky winners as well. Oh wowzers, this is going to be a good week. You need to like, share and comment. The largest collection of stickers is made up of how many? Is it A, 102,317? Is it B, 87,471? Or is it C, 134,893? That is a lot of numbers right there.
It's quite a lot of stickers, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. It's a lot of stickers.
Wow.
That is crazy. I rang my mum on Friday morning, and her dog already had 5 stickers. 5 stickers. She was babysitting, and Cove loves stickers at the moment. And Woody had 5 stickers.
On his coat?
Just on him.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yay.
Dog gets stickers for all sorts of things.
You'll peel them off and they'll have lovely dog hairs attached.
I know. You find them all over the place as well when you go around. But wow, what a cool deal is that. And maybe a little bit of a hint of what we have coming up in the week as well. But let's look at our brand new product today. This is our Decoupage Toppers, A Touch of Magic. Have a look at these fantastic card models. It is a fantastic collection of toppers, and we love our decoupage toppers here because of how much value you are getting in these collections. We have a couple of ways to buy, and we'll run through all of that together, but have a look at what you're going to take home today, because this is incredible. You have so many toppers included in here. There's 16 decoupage toppers in total. You're going to get 32 sheets in here. Each sheet contains 2 designs. You're going to get 4 of each of that. This is a total of 64 decoupage toppers. It blows my mind every single time I say that.
Yes.
Not only are we giving you those fantastic toppers though, but you've got our brand new brilliant backgrounds pad that works perfectly alongside the designs that we have in here. It's just £31.98. Now that there is a tiny little bit of a lie. Just a tiny little bit of a lie, because these toppers on our website, you can buy them individually. They are £1.99 each. Am I correct, Lisa?
Yes, you are.
So if you were going to get 32 toppers, that would take you to £64.
Yeah, it would.
So already at that £31, we are less than half price on what you would pay individually for all of these toppers and your brilliant background pad. In this deal as well, it makes each topper 50p. That's 50p with a full £48 background pad that you can make cards with instantly. It's an absolutely awesome deal. Shall we have a look at it all in greater detail though? And I've got this fantastic board so you can see them all gorgeously laid out for you. These are the 16 designs you're going to be getting. All of them come with fantastic sentiments. We've got the beautiful owl there, and the train, which is giving us real Harry Potter vibes.
Definitely.
We've got the gorgeous dragon there, and the wolf, which is just super, super Game of Thronesy. Then we're moving down onto the gorgeous carriage, and the prince and the princess, giving you really fairy tale vibes in there. We've got that castle in there as well, which is just so, so stunning. The lovely little lantern as well. For anyone who's a Narnia fan, this one reminds me of Narnia so much. And then you've got the gorgeous little mystic Meg in the bottom. We've got the books with all the roses on. So very Beauty and the Beast. You've got the gorgeous little cottage here, and then you've got the toadstool house as well. So we've got such a fantastic mix of sort of like mystical and magical designs in here. But then we've got that fairy tale-esque theme as well. You've got the beautiful unicorn there at the bottom, the fairy, the flower crown, and that butterfly. But look at the depth that you're getting on here. When you see that on its side, you really see how much those designs are going to stand out on your cards. You're getting 64 of these toppers, 4 of each design, so we can match them up, put them together. You can use the base layers separately to even stretch your card making abilities further, but £31.98 for our huge bundle today. Now you can, if you want to, just get your toppers. They are going to be, we've got them 2 different ways actually. We've got the Decoupage Topper Collection, where you get all 32 sheets minus the pad. That's just £24.99. And doing it this way, where you get that fantastic decoupage, these are all die-cut foiled for you, so you just need to press them out, add them onto foam pads. This makes it 39p a topper, which is even better value than if you're getting it. Well, I'm not sure whether it is actually, because for an extra 10p-ish,
you've got your background.
You've got your background pad as well.
And even then, you might be splitting those backgrounds in half and chopping them up.
Absolutely, 100%. So you can get these in your Decoupage Topper Collection, where you're going to get all 36 toppers, or, like we said, individually, if you're a Harry Potter fan, or you're doing a Harry Potter themed birthday, then you could grab these sheets. They're £1.99. We also have a really cool deal on for you, where you can get 5 sheets for 8. 5 for 8? I'm guessing that's 5 sheets for £8. There we go. Very confusing, that one. Just wanted to double check. You are going to get 5 sheets for £8 with that one. But you can see how beautiful they are, the detailing we've got on them. Every layer has accent foiling on, so if you want to use them differently, you absolutely can do. And there you go, you've got that gorgeous carriage and that fairy tale couple on there as well. And look how fabulous the cards are that you could be making with this collection. The team had done so many fantastic cards. Lauren has made this one. I love this one with the wolf on that Steph has created as well. Inside that gorgeous globe, you'll see some of these papers. We're going to show you, run through that background pad in a moment's time after Becca's demo, and you are going to love it. You can see how fantastic it is. This one, using it in the same way but creating an aperture. This card here has the 2 designs on. Lois has made this one with that gorgeous front door and that cute little toadstool house. Again, another one that works really well together is that lantern and the gorgeous castle. We've got the fantastic, again, mixing and matching to perfection here.
These are beautiful.
With this twisted easel. Look at that background. How perfect is that background? You are going to love this. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad. This was one of my favourite cards.
Me too.
Hannah created this one, and how fantastic is that background with that torn edged detail. Absolutely stunning. It looks beautiful. I love this one from Steph as well, using some of those smaller elements to create a background for the beautiful butterfly to go on. And this is delightful from Leanne, using that mix of gorgeous, gorgeous designs. And again, another beautiful pattern you're going to receive in your background pad. But Bex, what one are you going to do first?
Okay.
You're thinking which one to do now, because I said I think I know which one you're going to do.
I know.
Aren't you?
I think we're going to go with the fairy.
Oh,
story.
that wasn't the one I was thinking
What were you going to
of.
guess?
I thought you were going to do the like Prince and Princess.
Oh, yeah. No, we're going with the, we're sort of going in that direction for sure. We're having a little sneak peek because I thought, why bring anything else in when we've got that fabulous pad in the bundle?
It is a perfect pad.
Absolutely. And I loved how the guys had done some stepper cards with their collection. So I thought I'd bring that into. I have got the Prince and Princess, so we might be a little bit bougie and a little bit extra and throw them in as well. So we are, like I say, going to do a stepper. I think as well, when you've got kind of like vehicles like that, I really love like the train and the carriage and stuff.
Yeah.
I love how they sit on that forward step. So let's do a little bit of work on our card. We've obviously got an 8x8 card to show off. I mean, that just looks like Disneyland, doesn't it?
It's so magical.
So magical. It is stunning. So let's pop this onto our Miri first of all. And even that side, that gorgeous vintage sort of scrapbook paper there. Absolutely beautiful. So let's grab that onto our Miri right now. So an 8x8 there. And then we'll just pop that gently into place there. And I've gone ahead, because you get 4 of each of the design. Natalie will run through it properly.
Yeah.
But you do get 4 of each. So what I've done is I've done a bit of traditional style fussy cutting just to make this castle really, really pop. I mean, you've got that wonderful drawbridge coming up there. You've got all the cherry blossoms. And I think we'll pop that on with some... I've kind of grabbed some 1mm foam pads. I'd normally do 2, but with doing a step, I think 1mm will just be the perfect little, you know, it'll just bump it up a little bit without it being too heavy because I've gone right to the bottom with this fussy cutting. So let's put some 1mm on. We can always sort of reassess. If there's not enough height, we'll just do a double layer. But I think this will be perfect. So we'll just get plenty on. I've just gone for these sort of 1mm squares here. And we'll see how we're looking at that. I think that's just going to pop that up beautifully for me, actually. Still going to get that little bit of dimension. Let me just see if I can squidge this last little one onto these turrets. And then, because it is paper, so we kind of want a bit more coverage than what we would have with our cardstock. So again, let's just snip into some of these foam pads. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous kit. So just pop this last little one here, and then let's pop that onto our card. So like I said, I put quite a bit of foam pads on here just to give it that sort of stability on there. And then we'll do our step, and we'll get our topper into play as well. Whoops. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. You could use anything with this background. You could use the fairies, you could use that tiara, absolutely anything. It's got just such a nice kind of colour palette to this one. Really, really cute. So let's sort of line that up. So I'm just going to gently place that over the top. And then we get that little bit of lift from our castle. Gorgeous. And then, yeah, I kind of want to just tuck that little couple in there. Gorgeous. Again, I think we'll stick with 1mm and then we'll put all my layers on with 2. So I'm just going to put 2 1mm foam pads again, just to tuck that under, and then we'll get to work on this little fairy couple. So cute. Right, so I'm just going to switch over to my 2mm foam pads, and I'm just going to quickly, because I've forgotten to do this one ahead of time. I think I was kind of deciding which to do.
Debating whether to mix and match them.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You're so spoilt for choice because they will all work.
I mean, if you wanted to as well, obviously, you can just use that base layer.
Yeah, of course.
And keep it as just one layer, and then you could use all your other layers for a second card. So
absolutely.
I mean, you're getting 64 anyway, so you've got a huge amount of toppers in here. But if you're wanting to be able to have sort of like even more cards made out of this fantastic collection, then we can split the designs that we have in here, which is a really nice way that I think we can use this collection.
Absolutely, it's wonderful, isn't it? It just makes it go so far. Absolutely, it's almost like just having fun and having a play with it is just the best way to sort of use this kit. Just really, really fun. So yeah, like you say, just to save time and my layers, we're going to just do one more on here and then pop our step together. And that one I have done, you know, ahead of time. So we'll pop her little arm on there. So if you are getting this kit, you want to stock up on all of your different sizes for your foam pads.
Definitely.
All your strips, all your squares, all your little circle ones. They'll come in so, so handy. As you can see, I've used a multitude on just these little 3 layers already. So it's so, so handy to get stocked up.
It's absolutely beautiful, and it's so easy to craft with as well.
Isn't it just?
There's so many fantastic designs in the pad that we're about to show you, and when you see the beauty that we have included in there, I think you're all going to be adding another one into your baskets as well, because it just makes crafting with this collection so easy. It just means you need your essentials, you need your adhesives, you're going to need your foam pads and glue, and you are ready to go.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely, it's so cohesive. So for my step, I've gone with the other one. I've gone for this pink damask pattern on there, just to really echo that out. And we're going to just pop this carriage on here. This is the only layer I've not popped foam pads on, so that I can get it perfectly placed on that step. And I think we just obviously want the bottom of these wheels. We don't want to be sticking our card together, so we'll just simply add that on now, just to the right hand side of our step. And then the rest of our layers I've done ahead of time, and we've popped our foam pads on, so we're just going to grab those out of the sheet.
Saying yesterday as well on the show how well these toppers would work for like little surprises, or like little gift envelopes that have sort of like tickets to maybe Harry Potter World or Disneyland.
Absolutely.
Or maybe if you're venture into like the Game of Thrones one that's near Belfast.
Yes.
It's just magical, and also the designs that we have in here are perfect for so many ages and things like that. I mean, even like the ones that are Harry Potter themed, they bring back so many memories, or moments in time that people are going to absolutely love. So no matter who you're sending these cards to, there is definitely something for everyone in this collection.
I think so. And then you've got, like you say, just such a variety, haven't you? It is so great, the designs that you get in here. That's it. And I think the value again is just absolutely incredible, considering how many recipients and occasions you can cover with this. So we're nearly done. We're just going to pop our little wheels on now.
Danny's got a good idea. She says, I think that castle should be made into a layered stamp and die set.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll have to, well, actually, we can tell Stacey herself, because she's joining me on the show tomorrow.
She is on the show, so I'm so excited to have Stacey
on the show. That's if she can walk here tomorrow.
Yes, so true.
I well and truly, I tested Stacey's stamina over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Our Stacey is, she's training at the moment.
She is.
She's testing herself. She is going to climb Snowdon to raise money for endometriosis. And so we've been going on little testy hikey walks.
Yeah.
I probably took her up the most challenging hill I could find near my house.
Nice.
And it was, we both did very well to get to the top, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But, she's hobbling around just a little bit.
She is a little bit. She did break in some new shoes though as well.
Yeah, that was
for new walking shoes.
It was probably a good idea, but maybe a bad idea at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than leaving it till on the actual day.
Very true.
But yeah, a little bit more of a challenge for her, isn't it? So I'm just going to pop this step on. We've just done it to 2 by 8. So we've done it from a 4.5 piece of ink and then we've scored at 2 and 4. So I'm just going to grab my die brush to get that piece of tape off. So we've used our red liner tape for this. And then it is just a matter of popping our mats and layers on and our sentiment, and we're all done. So again, we're just going to pop that on there. And then just pop a little bit of double-sided on there with my tape runner. Squeeze that in.
They work so well together, don't
they?
I love mixing and matching those two designs.
Mixing and matching those two, and even the two papers mix and match together so well.
It's great for like a birthday card. It's great for an anniversary card.
Absolutely. So again, we're going to be a little bit fussy, and we're going to pop both sentiments on there. So we've got happily ever after and have a magical day.
A really cute wedding card as well.
Really cute wedding card.
This would have made a great wedding card for you, and how Disney obsessed you are.
Yeah, Lisa, I was just...
Over a year too.
I know, I was just thinking that. A year too late. Maybe we'll save it for December, and it can be your anniversary card. That's what we'll do.
But I thought exactly the same now. I was like, this would be such a good card for like anyone who loves those Disney movies. Yeah, Lisa, you would have loved this card. So we've got happily ever after. Have a magical day. Right, let's get this card popped up and shown off, shall we? So there we go. We had to make an 8x8 to show off all of that amazing detail in there.
It's so fantastic, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, isn't it? The level of just stunningness.
There's so many incredible designs in there as well. So let's have a look at that 8x8 paper pad, shall we? Because you are going to love it. This is our brilliant backgrounds, a touch of magic. What I love about it as well is that you have all the designs on the back, so you can see exactly what you have included in the paper pad. But let's run through it, because this is an absolute beauty.
It really is.
Look at that crystal ball. It's gorgeous, and it works so well with that galaxy background if you wanted to matte and layer that, if you wanted to fussy cut it out. Yesterday on the show, I cut this onto a card blank, so I made a card that was shaped like the... Oh, I've forgotten it already. Crystal ball, there we go. But we were saying as well yesterday, add some snow to this.
Yeah.
That could be an incredible card for a Christmas make. So you've got that one in there. Then you've also got the gorgeous sort of like castle with the Sleeping Beauty sort of theme there. Got this gorgeous sort of clouded design on the back of that one. Then you've got one of the most stunning sort of forestry feels in here. This one works great with your fairy, with your wolf. It works really great with that little toadstool house as well. And then you've got this beautiful damask detail on the reverse. Next up for you, we have the gorgeous library scene. I love the fact that you can cut this into panels as well if you wanted to. That looks fantastic. On the back of this one, you've got that fantastic script in that sort of tea stain design. The next one, I think, is my favourite.
Ooh!
Absolutely love this one. It's so fun. And then you've got that shattered glass design on the reverse of there as well. You get 4 of each of these, so like Becca did, you can decoupage these up if you want to. You can fussy cut these out. That gorgeous castle has this beautiful like French script layered scrapbook feel to the back of it. Is absolutely stunning. We've got this really nice like moody moss feel on the next sheet, and then you've got this beautiful design here. Again, I thought about fussy cutting around this whole area, having some acetate on the front of my card and then having a full sheet in the back, because the design and the dimension that you've got, and look how good that like scene is.
It's like a midnight garden.
So nice.
Absolutely stunning.
It just, every single page is beautiful in here. Not just for crafting along with the designs we've got in here, but also using separately. We've got the gorgeous clouds here. Again, another great one to be using with your castle or with your wolf in the background. There's so many ways in which you can mix and match this one. This one is very cutesy, little flower sort of field design. This one I think works great with your fairy. Also going to work really nicely with that toadstool house, with your other house as well. You could have your dragon flying across the background of here, and then you've got this really nice sort of like floral ditzy pattern. The next one, of course, is fantastic.
Love this one.
This one would be great for any sort of like Scottish Highland-esque card you're wanting to create as well. You've got the castle in the background. You've got that sort of fog rising up as it was very much so this weekend. Quite foggy near me actually. Then on the back you've got this beautiful sort of script again, but in that nice red with all the sort of darkened edges. The next one we have for you has this gorgeous jeweled pattern on one side and then the most magical waterfall scene. I think I need to find this place and go swimming. We thought Avatar Field yesterday. It's just like incredible with all the lights from the flowers and the little trails that you've got running through the water. It's beautiful. And then we're finishing off with the gorgeous little fairy tale cottage. Your design fits really perfectly in the center if you want to just add it on top. Again, great one for decoupaging, perfect for new home cards. And then let's just flick through all of the images because we have seen them, but we've not seen them in all of their beauty. You've got that gorgeous galaxy, that really nice sort of kind of velvet-esque design there. You've got your beautiful grungy damask. You've got your script font. You've got that shattered glass in there, that beautiful like French script design. We've got the really nice moss, the galaxy with the stars on there as well, your ditzy florals, you've got your burgundy script, and then you've also got the incredible jewels there, and then that really nice sort of like damask wallpaper in the pink. It's fantastic. Let's have a look at some more cards that have been made using this because you'll see just how perfectly these work together. This one's really clever. Claire has decoupaged up some of the elements on the inside as well to give it a little bit more height, and then added that decoupage topper on the very front of some acetate. This is fantastic. I love this as well, using that sheet, cutting it into strips, but then still having that gorgeous sort of like archway in the middle. It's fantastic. Getting out your dies as well is a really clever way of using it. This is a fantastic way of using it. Hannah has used that storybook die. I think this is still in stock. I'm not sure though. If you have it in your stash from when we did the Storybook Woods collection, it's going to work magnificently with this kit. Lisa's just having a look to see if we have it. We do, and it's on offer. Is it on offer? No, $19.99, or you can get it with one of your other ones. It's 2 for £34. This one as well. Oh, that's Is it 34? Cute. Have I said that wrong? It was 34. This one.
Oh, that's fabulous.
It looks so good on there. And then again, another use of our dies. Leanne has created a little window there, so the cat looks like a studious cat actually. Nigel said that looked like the cat from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
It really kind of does.
It does, doesn't it? Great use of your dies again here, just to bring out light to that castle and really make that shine. This one is magnificent. Ooh. Popping the crown on the top of the card. Hannah has created this one. It looks absolutely fantastic. Beautiful Beauty and the Beast cards. Beauty and the Beast feel? Sleeping Beauty is what I was thinking. And then I love this one as well, of using those two papers together. Again, using those designs, but instead of using the whole image, it's just using one of the layers.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then popped behind that little die cut there. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely something that you might want to get more of, because you're going to get 64 decoupage toppers in that collection. But your paper pad, you only have 48 sheets of, so your paper pad you definitely want to be adding more from. And with the saving that you're making and getting the collection anyway of £5, only for an extra £5 more are you going to have the ability to use one side of your paper pad and then the other side of the paper pad in the other one. It's definitely worth it. We still have in stock as well our last set of decoupage toppers, which was our land, sea and air. So this one is very different with all of that transport feels. We've got the gorgeous steam train again. This one reminds me of, what's it called? People will know. There's a train, a steam train that still runs around sometimes. Scotsman?
The Flying Scotsman.
The Flying Scotsman, there we go. That's what it reminds me of. We've got the gorgeous double-decker bus in here. You've got the shuttle as well, and the hot air balloon. We've also got the dumper truck and the tractor. You've got your Formula 1 car and your NASCAR on that one. Then you've got your gorgeous Spitfire and the fantastic little aeroplane there as well. We've got the classic car for you in here, and then your motorcycle. Then you've got your yacht and that really cool sort of like pirate ship design in here, and then the super cool little Vespa or Lambretta and that really cool camper van in the orange as well. So again, you're going to get 4 of each of those designs there, making it 64 decoupage centerpieces. It's £24.99 if you want to get that one, which makes them 39p a topper. Again, if there's any ones that you like specifically, you can do our deal where you can buy any 5 sheets for just £8. And to go alongside that, we also have, and this is a back in stock because this did sell out over Christmas, and me and Anne-Marie shouted it down because we said, why is it, we can't discontinue this, we need it for all sorts of things, because just like our brand new Touch of Magic, this is epic for lots of different designs. Let me do it this way around. So you have in here the gorgeous farming background. Now if anyone has our cute and cuddly spring stamps, I think they might have sold out now though. This is going to work perfect for backgrounds in there. You've also got gorgeous images on the back, so this one's going to work for your race cars, and then you've got that checkerboard print on the back. We've got the London sky scene. What else have we got in here? Oh, I love this one.
Oh, that starry night.
Galaxy. You could be popping that shuttle on there. Then you've got the beautiful in the hills. This one again would work quite nicely with some of those new toppers that we've got as well. We've got that cute ditzy floral pattern again with this beautiful meadow. We've got the sea. We've got the beautiful sort of, this one reminds me of like America, sort of like the desert feels, but perfect for that dumper truck. You've got the really cute scene here, which you could put your train on. Of course, you could mix and match that with the new train from the Touch of Magic collection. We've got that sort of European main street there with the maps on the reverse. Then you've got this one here, which is perfect for your classic car or that motorbike to sit in front of. And then finishing off with that construction site. So many fantastic designs in there. Again, £9.99 if you want to get your hands on that one. Back to you, Becca.
Okay, I think we are going to have a little trip to the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, I think. Can't resist.
It is a great, great collection.
Such a great one. I saw, again, all the guys really having some fun with the acetate. So we're going to bring in some acetate. Gosh, that looks so moody once you put it onto a piece of gold mirror. It's so nice. Okay, so again, we're going to try and mix and match them both and get them all in here. So we've gone with the Magical Journeys one, which has the train and that gorgeous owl as well. So I'm just going to simply put my background. We're going to go with an 8x6 for this. And yeah, we're just going to pop that on with some of our double-sided tape. And we've just cut that to size ahead of time. Like I say, it's 8x6. And I've tried to keep it so that we've got the castle in and quite a bit of that train track. Now I've got a piece of acetate here. I've cut that to 8 in the height, and I've probably gone to 6.5 with this. We'll soon find out. Yeah, we have. So we'll score that at 6, and then that'll be our sort of tab for my card. So again, nice good score. Give that a little crease, and then we'll get that onto our card front. So we'll start layering everything up and see where we want everything first of all. So this is the great thing about this as well, is obviously with all these layers, if you are using your acetate, you can put some on the reverse and then just layer on top, just to hide all your workings and things. So let's get our acetate on the front first of all, and then we can get building this and bringing it to life. So again, I'm just going to bring that tab down, go in with my red ultra high tack tape. Again, love this. And we're just going to pop that little bit on there. Okay. So again, we'll just sort of give that a little bit of a bend. We'll pop our background into place. Just nice and tight to that score. Tight
so
as
much
we can.
loves for the paper pads that we've got with these kits, and I'm not surprised.
I'm not.
Rachel, we will definitely be keeping these as a core product until we sort of run out of all the toppers, that is, because they are a fantastic thing to have around and fantastic to use with other things as well, not just for using with this collection in particular.
Absolutely. And I don't know about you, and I did used to love going through my stash, and you obviously still have got that option. If you've got stash to use up, you know, you can mix and match it with your other things. But now that we've got these brilliant bags, I don't know how I survived without them.
I know.
They're so handy.
They are super cool. It honestly makes card making such a breeze with this collection.
It really does. So I'm just going to sort of place that there, and I'm just going to sort of place 3 of these circular kind of foam pads quite in the middle as well, because obviously your decoupage does get smaller with each layer, so I don't want to have any, like, you know, I don't want my big chunky ones like sticking out. And then what I'm going to do is, just so that I get that perfect placement, I'm just going to simply close that back up and then give that a little bit of a stick down with there. So yeah, there we go. So place those pretty well so that they're all well hidden and well covered. And now what I can start doing is putting my decoupage on top of that. I have saved my big sort of base layer because it's really chunky, and if I want to try and squeeze 2, I'm going to say, and also I can, I'd love that. Make another
card with that.
Make another card with it, absolutely, 100%. So again, we're gonna just shape that a little bit, just sort of curving it gently with my fingers each time, placing it on, and then giving it a little press. So again, I'm just going to keep popping out my layers, and again, I've used the little square ones for these just to get that coverage. And then there we go. So again, this is sort of the front of our train now. This is proper gorgeous old-fashioned steam train here, and then we'll start building this front piece up. Really gorgeous foiling on this one as well.
Sarah and Kim did such a good job with designing the toppers for this one.
Yeah,
and that
100%.
background pad is fantastic. I think it's something that everyone is going to be buying today. It's such an incredible value as well. £31.98. It says it there, but it's a little bit of a lie. If you were to buy 32 individual toppers like you're going to get in this collection, they would be £1.99 each, which makes the total of the toppers around £64. Then you're adding in your paper pad, which is £11.99. So realistically, this bundle should be about £74.
I know.
And we're bringing that down to £31.98. That makes each topper with the paper pad around 50 pence. 50 pence a topper, and you've got the paper pad included with that one.
Amazing.
If you take that pricing off for the paper pad though, it is bringing this down to 39 pence a topper, which is absolutely magnificent value for money.
Especially when you consider how much dimension there is in these. Absolutely layers and layers of gorgeousness. So we're going to do the same technique for the owl. We're just going to have him swooping into the scene because he is absolutely amazing. So we're just going to, again, I've just sort of lined up where I can put my foam pads and stuck them onto the acetate like so. And again, that'll all be covered up and I'll have no workings whatsoever. So again, I'm just going to curve a bit of shape onto my owl. He's got his little letter, his acceptance letter there. And we're just going to line up these wings. Gorgeous. And again, I've saved my main topper for another project.
Well, you could save the other bits for another project as well, couldn't you? Because it looks so dimensional already.
Just so dimensional
already.
It's
completely up to you how many layers you put on. So,
absolutely.
You know, when we're saying about this, you could make like 4 cards from this one topper here.
Oh, easily. Absolutely. And you get a sentiment to match as well. So if you're stretching it out, obviously you just get your one sentiment. I'd be bringing in like your bigger book of sentiments or your essential book, because obviously you get that
type sentiment.
Just my type.
It's going to work really nicely with this.
Oh, and I bet there's some good ones in there, like adventure awaits and that kind of thing. It'd be so appropriate to bring that in. So again, I'm just going to, just curve my owl a little bit. And then, we'll just pop our sentiment on and we'll save our other layers. So we've got, hope your day is filled with magic. And we've got best wishes on there. So I think I'm just going to squeeze that just onto there, I think. Yeah, let's pop that on. So again, I'm just going to get a sort of strip foam pad on there. And again, I might just sneaky see how they look with both. Yeah, we're going to put them both on. So I'll go with Best Wishes in this bottom right corner. And then we're going to add that little label. We're just going to tuck that in under the owl. So again, I'm just going to use a foam pad strip to do that. I'll cut that down and I'll tuck that on the top left. So again, I'm just going to tuck it under there and then straighten up. And then there we go, that is our card made. Let's pop some gemstones on that acetate to just give that really nice kind of floating sort of feel to that. Oh, I kind of like these ones.
That's a good selection.
Yeah, the nice and sort of vintage sepia tones on here. So we'll just get just a few of these scattered around. I love that red. It really brings that train in.
Remember, if you are if you're looking for just the fairy tale ones, or you're just wanting to get these Harry Potter-esque themed designs, then you can, with our incredible deal, get any 5 toppers for £8. So you can pick and mix the designs that you want to, and then of course you can grab yourself one of those extra Touch of Magic 8x8 paper pads for just £11.99.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? So we're just going to pop that last little gemstone on there. So we've got a nice kind of subtle but blingy background onto our acetate. And then here we go. Let's get this shown off, shall we? Again, we've got 2 on here because we can, because it's such good value. And there we go. They're absolutely gorgeous.
So awesome, isn't it?
And there's no, obviously you can see the sentiments, but there's no workings on that topper. And that train, doesn't it just look like it's like almost flying off the track there? It's so good.
So awesome. Thanks, Becca.
You're welcome.
We're going to remind you of our Win It Weekly. We've got a brand new one for this week, and you could be winning our Fussy Cutting Pad bundle, which includes the gorgeous Fussy Cutting Pad. There's 90 individual sheets here that you can be fussy cutting out to create those gorgeous laser field designs. You're then going to get your 8x8 cutting mat and the really handy craft knife included. 5 winners this week for this incredible prize. The largest collection of stickers is made up of how many stickers? Is it A, B or C? Like, share and comment for your chance to win this week's incredible Win It Weekly prize. Let's have another look at some other items that we have brought to you. Some of the best sellers of the weekend, I would guess. The first one being our glittery purple crafty toolbox, just as wonderful as our previous toolbox, but in the fantastic glittery purple. It is just as magical as it seems. You've got that really handy grip there that folds down so you can pack things on top. You've got a really secure clasp on there so you can make sure everything isn't falling out, and then you've got the layers on your box as well, so again you can keep all your bits and pieces nice and secure for when you are crafting on the go. But this one is perfect for anyone who loves to sparkle and shine. It's £17.99, just £16.19 if you are a diamond member. Make sure you are not missing out on your opportunities to grab this while you can, because it has been super popular. So we've got that. We've also got your desktop tool organizer. This is going to come in really handy for having all of your bits and pieces on. I decided with an hour left to go last week to completely get rid of so much stuff on my desk, and I need to get one of these now. It was all over the floor at first. That's because there was so much stuff in there.
Grassing her up, Lisa.
There was demos in there from 2020. That's how much stuff was in my drawers. There was loads of stuff, but these are great. Perfect for using with your pens and bits and pieces like this. Great for having all your essentials on. Look at this one, absolutely jam-packed with everything that you need. So just at a touch, you can grab all of those bits and pieces and get crafted. This is just £8.99 and it works for so many things, and lots of different sizes of things as well you can get in here, which I think is really important to mention. So whether it is your pen, your scissors, or your die brush, your burnishing tool, or your daubers, you're going to be able to fit loads of things on here. So make sure you're grabbing that while you can. Just £8.09 if you are a member of our Diamond Club. And then our most favourite thing that we launched last week is our glue and residue eraser. £2.99 or 2 for £5. This is going to save so many mishaps, so many problems, and so many sticky mats as well. It's an absolute dream. Our desks have never looked so good. I think we've used it mostly for cleaning up our desks at the moment, but it's absolutely fantastic. £2.99. Works for removing glue, of course, works for using with embossing powder. If you've not put enough embossing ink on, then you can go over that with your anti-static bag, use your glue eraser, and then stamp in exactly the same place again with no problems at all. £2.99 if you want to get your hands on that one. But let's recap today's show, because we have our brand new Touch of Magic Decoupage collection. Now you can get all of this for just £31.98. If you were to get this all individually, this would be costing you around £74 if you bought every topper at £1.99 and that paper pad at £11.99. But for this fantastic deal, we're giving it to you for £31.98, which makes it 50p per topper and that paper pad to go with it. Now included in here, you are going to get 4 of each design, which means you are getting a whopping 64 decoupage elements. And we've already said that you could be splitting these up. Your sort of base layers that you get in here, you can be using as full toppers. If you wanted to, you could make 4 cards with just one sheet on here.
Oh yeah, of course.
Absolutely. And that goes for every image on every design that we have on here. Each one comes with a sentiment as well. And then alongside with that perfect picture perfect pad, with a brilliant backgrounds pad, sorry, you are going to be able to craft with ease. You've seen so many fantastic samples that the guys on the team have made, and they are absolutely awesome. I've got all of the images made up here as well, so you can see exactly what you're going to be getting. Look at the dimension that you're getting here. This is all stuck together using your 2mm foam pads. You could obviously be using bigger foam pads if you're wanting to split up your layers to be able to create this type of depth on there. But how fantastic! From the mystical, the magical, to that fairy tale, everything is covered with this collection. And of course, that 8x8 paper pad is just magnificent. We'll give you another quick flick through, and then I'm going to show you some more cards, and we're going to go straight back over to Becca for our last demo. I mean, look at the designs you've got in here. It's absolutely magnificent. There isn't one design in here that you don't just want to grab and craft along with. Let me grab this little box on here, because there's some great samples that we've got. Lauren again made this one, absolutely gorgeous. I love how that tree has been decoupaged on that stepper. A really delicate one from Steph here using that beautiful book design. This is very clever. I love the touch of acetate in the centre there to create that gorgeous detailing. If you just want to make smaller cards with that train set, I mean, this would be great for like little invitations for a party, wouldn't it? Love the sort of torn edge on this as well. It makes it so fantastic. Again, another dragon one here that Leanne created with that gorgeous background. One of my favourites. This is a lovely mix as well, putting the cat together with the owl.
Oh yeah.
Lois has created that one. Again, another beautiful one with your fairy and that background. But then look at the fairy with this background. There's so many ways that you can use this, and they look absolutely fantastic. Another one with that gorgeous train, a gorgeous easel card there. And then I found some of the cards that I made yesterday as well. So this was the one we were talking about with the cutting into the design to create your shaped card blank. So easy to do. Again, we did another one here with where we fussy cut all of the different layers. And then probably my favourite card that I've done all year so far. We've made a gorgeous little diorama with our dragon in and that paper pad. If you want to catch any of the shows from yesterday, you can do. Just go onto the Hobby Maker show, and if you want to recap any of the demos Becca's done today as well, you'll be able to watch those on our YouTube channel. Bex, back to you.
Yeah, back to me for one last one. We're just going to do a really nice, sweet and simple one to finish the show. And I did tell Lisa that she could get a request in for this third and final one. And absolutely no surprises. She's gone for the cat.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I asked. I just said, would your request be the cat?
You shouldn't have asked.
Shouldn't have asked. So we're going with this sweet little black cat. So I've paired together some of the background papers. We're just going to make a 6x6, layer them up, pop our topper on, and we're good to go. So nice if you want to make cards in a bit of a hurry or, you know, quite quickly. So we've got 2 mats and layers here. We're going to go with a 6x6 one, and we're going to match that up with this beautiful damask. I think that goes really well with those colours. So let's get that on, first of all, with some double-sided tape. So we'll just pop that in the middle there. And then I absolutely, because he's got his little studious face, he's ready for like a night with the spell books. I've gone for that library scene because again, it's one of my favourite in the whole entire pad. I think it's absolutely stunning. And like you say, you can chop into it.
You can, Chris, who directed my shows yesterday, said you could cut the books off and make little piles of books as well. And I didn't even think about
like
doing
a little
that, but
stack.
that would look so cool.
It really, really would. Absolutely. So we can just pop that onto there. Again, I'm just going to tuck that tape back round. There we go. And then we're going to layer that up with some foam pads. So let's get some of our strips for this job. So I'm just going to cut sort of 3 strips off of there. And then that should just lift off that layer really nicely. And then it doesn't look too flat against the previous mat and layer. So, again, we're just going to peel those off and stick that in the middle there. And then we're just going to place our cat just down in this sort of right hand corner and layer all of our beautiful decoupage up. So easy. I love decoupage toppers. Like I say, I love fussy cutting, but I love that all the hard work's done for you.
It's so easy to craft
so
with them,
easy.
isn't it? And there's so many different ways that you can use them.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. It just does make it just so fun and easy. So I'm just going to start grabbing my layers out here. We're going from the largest to the smallest. So yeah, this one's a little bit smaller. So let's go with this one first of all, with those candles, those 2 lit candles. So again, I've got a multitude of my different foam pads on there.
Foam pads will all be available on the website for you. You can get your mix of 1mm or 2mm foam pads. We've got them in strips, we've got them in squares, we've got large foam pads, we've got small foam pads, we've got circle foam pads.
Yeah.
No matter what your needs are, we've got a foam pad for you.
We absolutely do.
We've got black ones.
Yeah, we do. Oh yeah, black ones would be good.
So you could cut them to whatever size you needed. There's literally too many.
Too many.
Too many.
I think that's it.
They're all needed though.
I think
they're all needed.
Absolutely. I think we forget how large our foam pad family is. So again, I'm just layering these up. This one looks fantastic. You've got some really nice chunky layers on here. So we've got the little face there. So again, we've just got a little bit of dimension on here. So I'm just going to add that on. And again, we're just going to curve this one as well. Oh, it's so cute. And then we've got some little roses as well here. Beautiful. And again, you could just pop those around for little extra embellishments. And just pop one here as well. Gorgeous. And then I think, oh, we've just got the little paws here. So I'm just going to pop those out and add them on. Because even though they look teeny tiny, they actually really do add something to your card, all these little layers. Just, again, just helps to really lift it off the card. So I'm just gonna, these ones a little bit fiddly, but they are so, so worth it. Just gonna pop that one down there. Oh, they're so cute. And then we've got our sentiment ready to go as well. So again, I'm just gonna grab that one off of there.
Jackie says, Bex, your demos have been fantastic today.
Thank
I do
you.
agree.
Thank you.
Gemma says, if I have some spare pennies, I have to get the pad and some of the toppers. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
This is a collection not to be missed. Hopefully it will be in stock for a while, but you guys are absolutely loving it today.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm not surprised. We knew that you would. Everything. I mean, everything this month has just been so popular. You know, we're thinking about like the adorable animals and the craft wire. It's just been a fantastic month so far already. So we're just going to tuck that in between our little rows there. And again, we're just going to finish with some gemstones. So we'll get those gold ones, just our plain gold this time, to just add a little bit of sparkle. And I think I'm going to just place sort of 3 on this bottom corner here where we've got a bit of room. And then this is a nice, sweet and simple one. Perfect for beginners, if you're just getting into your matting and layering. Really, really nice one to do. And again, mixing and matching multiple sheets of that paper pad, because it is so, so easy to do that.
So great. There's so many designs that you can put together as well. It's not just, say, sort of like the fronts and the backs that work well together.
These are two different ones.
So many different patterns we can be pulling together from this kit.
Absolutely, I think that's been the case. Yeah, these are 2 different pads, because on the back of that damask I've got that woodland scene, and the castle one was the same with the pink damask. You know, they do combine really, really well. So there we go, 3rd and final card of the show. Look at that little
Absolutely
cat.
adorable, isn't he?
All of that dimension as well on there.
It's crazy how much, for such a little topper.
I know.
For something that is costing you 50 pence, there is so much volume in that card. They're absolutely fantastic. Do not miss your chance to get these, because they are going to fly out the door. They're absolutely spectacular. What do we have to tell you? Anne-Marie is at Hobby Maker tomorrow. You can catch her at 1 and 7 with our brand new Stickables launch. Now this is a very different Stickable launch from what we've ever done before, and I think you're going to love it, because I think it was it was something that at first we were a bit like,
Are we? Yeah.
But when we got into
crafting with it, oh my goodness.
We had cards coming out of our ears. We absolutely loved it. It's gorgeous. It's called Vintage Melody, and it's more of a collection with stickables.
Yes.
Instead of your just general stickables that you can cut out with your dies. You are honestly, if you're into scrapbooking, journaling, you are going to love it, and the artwork is spectacular. So make sure you join her for that. At 3 p.m, she has our Easter Cheer Deluxe Craft Pad back in stock, so if you missed the chance to get that, we can't believe how popular that has been, but make sure you're joining her tomorrow. She's there at 1, 3 and 7 p.m. And then next up tomorrow on Hobby Maker, on Hunky Dory TV, myself and Stacey are here. Not sure why they've put us together, because it's going to be a very, very fun show. We're both going to try and do some crafting,
yes.
I believe. We have got a Technique Tuesday with our craft wire and 2 brand new bundles of templates for you to get your hands on. Do not miss tomorrow morning, because currently it's exclusive to you guys here, which is super, super exciting. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow morning.